Yep, I win.
Yay.
Did it! You are quick like greasy lightning.
You are quick like
I'm so
grease lightning.
proud of you, darling.
Grease
You'll
lightning.
be at my party in
I thought they said the chicks will scream. All right, we're back with some more of Psychonauts. Oh, behave. We're in Milla Vodello's mind, baby.
I know, I'm just waiting for Austin Powers to like pop out of the woodwork somewhere.
All right, we will shag him as soon as we learn how.
I hope not.
These kids might not be old enough.
I was gonna say
shagging.
this is a
This is a
preteen
summer
kid.
camp.
It is rated M for mature, isn't
Okay,
it?
now,
I think it's
just
T for
between
teen.
you and
T
me,
for teen.
this
Because
is
it's
the
kind of
family
like
instead.
Billy and Mandy, that kind of
Yeah.
humor to where like it
It's
walks
a little
the
bit darker.
line, risque, kind of like Animaniacs.
Yeah.
The whole meta thing. All right, so anyways, this level is all about learning about levitation. And I like using levitation because it allows you to reach high places. Which is very fun. I enjoy that. All right, what else do we got here? Oh, cobweb. We can't do that yet. We need to get ourselves that cobweb duster. Ah! You were
Well,
gonna
that's
say something?
cool. I was like, is that a little person or?
Stay on the ball and
Sometimes
keep
I'm
us
just
cute
trying to
if
see
you
what
wanna
things
get
are.
high.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
abstract
see if you can
designs
get all
in this
those
game.
rings spinning, Mr. DJ.
Tim Schafer was really good with that. So this was one of his first full-on 3D platformers.
Okay.
His earliest games were very much like PC point and clicks. Like, hey, help us find this material, and you like search the area and you click on it and you use that, and it's just like, how do I solve this puzzle? Maybe I need something from before, and you click on the material
Yeah.
that you got, and
You
like
are
that's
the
how you
sugar
solve the
in
puzzle.
my
So it's
bowl,
very much
darling.
like kind of like a visual
Follow the
novel
flowers,
in a way.
won't you?
Okay.
And
Where like
try
it
to
tells
stay
you the
home
story
at
and then it
all
wants your
times.
player input.
That is the theme of this party.
Which is kind of like what we're doing with Parchment.
Yeah.
Is like we want a more visual novel with like battles and stuff like that as the story goes along, tied to the narrative, instead of just, hey, you walk around and you grab
Right.
random encounters. I forgot the word there. So you can also hover, so you can jump and hover just like that. So
I mean,
jump.
this is a really groovy level.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to get as many figments as I can, but there's colors all over the place.
Fantastic.
So they definitely
What style
blend
you
here
have, young
easier
man.
than Sasha 9's
Now,
level.
I'm not saying that you will fall,
Where
but if you
the
ever
the
do,
nice thing about
I'll
levels
put
with a
ball
black
return down
backdrop
here for you.
is it's easy to see the figments.
Just
Yeah.
in there
Because
if you need
they
to
just
come
stick
back
out
up
off
here in
a
a
black
hurry.
backdrop. Whereas when it's something very busy
Darling,
and
right
colorful,
over here,
like
will
Mia's
you?
level,
These rings
it's
are
hard to see
spinning
the
and they're
figments.
ruining my party. Remember to use your
All right, we gotta get
siphons.
those
I'm not saying it
all
won't ever
spinning,
let you down, but it will let
so
you
that
down
we're not
nice and
ruining
slow.
Milla Vodello's party. Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I said that at work the other day, and they were like, "That didn't sound right."
But that's what happened. That's how it went. See? Everybody's grooving. And just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy.
Awesome.
Play that funky music high." But, so again, remember when we were at the shop and it was like, you can change the color of your psychic powers?
Yeah.
It's basically your ball.
Oh,
So
okay.
see how my ball's orange?
Thank
Yeah.
you,
I could
sweetie.
buy something to
I feel so
give it a
much
different
better
color.
now.
Gotcha.
I don't
Seems
see a
like a
reason for
waste.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a waste in my honest opinion. I think the only time it's useful is if you get a
Let's take it a
white
little
one,
higher now.
because then it actually illuminates darker levels.
Huh. Well, yeah. Okay.
I found that out from
look at
a
the
Let's
crowd.
Play
They are
by
starting to
the
pick
Game
up.
Dog. Do-do-do-do-do. Da-da.
I just got a snap.
And, the
Snap,
Game
snap.
Dog was one of the first channels to play Fantasy Forever Revisions.
Ooh.
Yup, he did a full playthrough. He also did a playthrough of my other game, the fan game. The first and last fan game.
You just side-eyed me. I saw you because I was looking at you, and you just side-eyed me hard.
Yarp. No regrets. I mean, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
I know, sometimes I have to take my own advice, though.
Whoops, didn't want to go down there. Hang on. Alright, so we're going to use this like a ping pong machine. Not ping pong. Pinball machine. There we go. Now watch us go. And again, those little targets that appear, they'll bounce you back if you fall.
Okay.
So
I
if
was reading her little instructions on that.
Nice. Alright, now we're going to grind. And doors open up as we activate the rings. That's how you progress in this level.
Okay.
We got a groovy disco ball in the center.
I did see that. I don't think that's the type of music that plays with a disco ball.
That is the melody that plays. It's kind of like... It's not full-on disco. It's more just like a nightclub.
Like a beat.
Yeah, a nightclub beat
Okay.
is basically what this track is.
We reunite at the back of the tank.
You okay?
My voice stopped working.
My voice was like, ah!
I think it's, we've had some pretty crazy weather. Like, it snowed before Thanksgiving, and like today it was like 70 degrees
Yeah.
at one point. So I think my, body is just like, what the fuck?
Getting weathered whiplash. I got a notification that like California got hit by some mad hail. I mean the kind that like damages your roof hail.
Oh my god.
Just like California. No, come back. I need you to progress. There it is. No! That was a lot quicker than I thought. Usually they stop for a minute and then go back up.
This one was like, nah, hop on now. Or,
This one was like, nah, nah, nah.
my gosh, it's like whenever you tell someone to get in the car and then you like go forward just a little bit. Nah, I'm just kidding. And then you do it again.
So you're one of those people.
Oh yeah.
I shall remember that.
Can you teach me how to dance?
Watch and learn, kid.
I'm a white boy. You gotta teach me how to dance. Cool. And look, I'm already level 25.
Nice.
I think the max is like 100.
Okay.
And you get new abilities the more you rank up. Oh, Censor's here too. But they have party hats.
They're like, listen, we don't mean to be a downer, but
They look like Uncle Sam. We want you to get the fuck out of this mine. Oh, hang on.
get it.
All right, we got a vault.
It kind of looks like a
Mia's
mailbox.
Adventures. Da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da.
Okay, so nothing really on her, like, her background, just...
Just her adventures with Sasha 9. Da 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 da
Oh.
da.
Is there a little bit of a romance there?
There might be. She did mention in the last episode before we went, and it's just like, Sasha said that? I didn't think he noticed. Because Sasha's very much like, must do science.
Yeah.
He's a workaholic. Whereas Mia's more of the free party baby. Free spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
The net is really cool.
So check this out. Another nice thing about levitation is you are immune
When you
to
are
certain
levitating,
elements.
you are also protected
See?
from all sorts of icky things. But something.
All
like
sorts
those
of icky
spikes,
things.
Those are always bad news.
Spikes?
Whether you are levitating or not.
Okay, so
watch out.
spikes will hurt no matter what. But electricity, poison, fire. You can just use the levitation ball and you'll be a-okay. I think water also doesn't work because you have that phobia. And that hand's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you. Oh, no, you don't. Levitation or not, you're mine. Okay.
So with levitation, do you eventually like go back down? Or do you just stop hitting the button to go back down?
So I think it's you press once to get on top,
Okay.
and then you press it again to get back down.
Okay.
But also, if you land while like doing the hover, you land on your feet, and that counts as going back down as well.
Okay.
So you'd have to re-trigger it, like I'm doing now.
I just asked because the game that I'm playing, there's like a flying feature, but it's more like a falling with style feature. So like you can't go up, you can only glide
you
down.
glide straight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that character is quickly becoming one of my favorites.
Oh wow, nice. Is it the Sahad of the new game?
It's kind of like what I wanted Hummel to be,
Oh okay.
where he's. I think one of his responses when someone is like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for finding my lost daughter," he goes, "Sure." I'm just like, "Wow, you're indifferent."
Is that Hummel or this guy?
This guy.
Okay.
He's
This
just
guy's
like,
yeah,
sure. My God, can you help me find my lost father? He's sick. I guess. Like,
Nice. All right, so here's the next part. We have to beat Bobby Zilch in the levitation race.
Okay.
Children,
Time to see
get
how
ready.
fast you are, darling. Ready? Get set.
It's time for something that never competed with Mario Kart. Levitation time. All right, so I'm going to come back here to worry about the figments later, because if you come back later on in the game, you don't have to race anybody. So
Okay,
you can
you
take your
just
time and
go.
grab the figments. For now, we gotta beat Bobby Zilch. So we're gonna just go tubing along. And there's like these interesting trident-looking symbols. When we touch them, they give us a big boost. Ah, crap.
you just hit the shoe.
That does not give me a boost.
You got the boot.
That gives me the boot, exactly. That gives me das Boot. Alright. Hang on, Bobby Zilch. That's a figment. This thing. That symbol gives me a boost.
Okay.
Yeehaw! And then what? Woohoo! It's really fun when you catch air. Go through one of those and then just jump. I'm gonna get you, Bobby Zilch. We're neck and neck. Racers, this could be anyone's game! Woohoo!
So are they on the same racetrack as you, or?
Yes. Yeah, they're all
Okay,
see, there
I
it
just
goes.
saw him. Yeah.
It's coming close. I missed it. He's still ahead of me. Maybe. Ah! Get out of the way. Coming through. That's a good one. Just jump over the entire gate.
Yeah.
Bypass the whole obstacle. That's what I like.
I can't tell because of his hair if he's
Yeah.
still in front of you or not.
I think we're like neck and neck. I think that just gave me the lead though. Yep, I win.
Yay!
Did it. You are quick like greasy lightning.
You are quick like
I'm so
grease lightning.
proud of you, darling.
Grease
You'll
lightning.
be at my party and
I thought they said the chicks will scream. Had that conversation with my cousin Chuck. He was just like, boy, I learned a lesson reading those lyrics. I thought it was the chicks will scream. It's like, nope,
What was it?
the chicks will cream. You are supreme. The chicks will cream for grease lightning.
Oh.
Go grease lightning, you burn down the quarter mile.
The more I learn about that movie, the less I like it.
room.
Ah.
Good to see you're so light on your feet.
One of those It's just like, not so innocent. I don't really like it anymore. You're Lisa Simpsoning on me.
I am Lisa Simpsoning on you.
That's right. A girl wants to play
it's-
football. What do you think of that? Well, that's super duper, Lisa. In fact, we already have 2 girls on the team.
It's still a super nostalgic movie. I still enjoy most of the music. That was never one of my favorites anyway.
I always found it harmless, and then I realized it wasn't harmless, and then I was just like, it's nice. I like the actors. I love John Travolta.
Yeah.
Olivia
Don't
Newton-John.
hilarious? You might
The
get
other
a little
ones.
more than usual.
Others.
One of the guys went to my dad's school. I
Yeah?
found that out, yeah. One of the, like, side jocks. Like, he wasn't, like, a major character. He's only in, like, 2 or 3 scenes.
I feel like the best part of that movie is the principal and her secretary.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
That was
Now
a
you
pretty
won't
good
have
one.
to use your Psyflow
I
again
think
to
my
get those
favorite,
wings
like, teenage, like, high school movie is also my favorite rom-com, and that's 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
That principal is hilarious. They think I'm difficult to get along with. Heinous bitch is the term used most often.
I'm trying to think, like, of high school movies.
Well, there's Mean Girls.
I do love Mean Girls.
Yeah. Mean Girls is a good one. I think of 10 Things I Hate About You. Then there's the classics like oh my gosh.
So I know that there's
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I almost said Schoolhouse Club. I'm like, no.
Which is
Schoolhouse
like,
Rock,
I feel like Breakfast Club is, don't hate me, overrated.
Ah.
Like, it's an okay movie, but nothing really happens. Like,
Well, no, they all bond because like
They
they're
do.
all from like different walks of life.
they do, but, and like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those movies where it's hyped up so hard that it's actually kind of a letdown when you get to see it. And I think that's because I never saw it until I was out of college.
See, this is why I'm tight-lipped, because I don't want to hype up things. I want things to like speak for their own. Like, I didn't hype up Gremlins. I only saw Gremlins once.
But see, though, there's a difference between...
Gremlins has a huge cult following.
There's a difference between hyping something up and being tight-lipped.
Okay.
Like, you can say something about a game without hyping it up. You know, it'd be different if you're like, oh my god, Psychonauts, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be big. Like, you know, it's gonna be big. Hey kid, wanna buy a sundial? But,
This scene reminds me of the Bubble Factory from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
yeah.
Move, Charlie! It's the only way!
But yeah, like, there's a difference between being like, oh, Psychonauts is the best game I've ever played. It's my favorite from my childhood. Like, all the other games I ever played are based off of this one game, and it's the best.
Okay.
Versus, like, hey, Psychonauts is about a kid that gets to go into other people's minds and fight bad guys there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have, like, you're so tight-lipped, I'll be like, what's Psychonauts about? And you'll just... Lock and key, fuck you. And I'm like, okay,
You're like,
well, I
"What's
guess I'll
this
just
game
go onto
about?"
Tumblr.
And I'm like, Tom from the memes.
Yeah, just like, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. To be fair, I wrote a whole page on these damn things.
But you only wrote a page on, like, what was on the back of the box. You know
some
what I
of
mean?
them. Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, like, an insight to the game.
Okay.
Whereas it's like, one that I'm very intrigued about but very nervous to experience is Zelda Twilight Princess.
Oh. Okay.
Because everyone says it's one of the greats. It's underrated. It was a free game you got with the Dreambox, Xbox, Dreamcast.
Well, it was a Wii game.
It,
It was
like-
also a GameCube game, but it was never free.
I feel like it came, like, there was a console that you
times where
got
there
and
was
it
a
like
bundle.
came, yeah, and it like
Yeah.
came on the console. It might have been GameCube, but like, and I've just been intrigued by it, and I like the title Twilight Princess. It's intriguing. I'd like to know more, and I'm just like, hey, what's that game about? And you're like, you'll have to play to find out. And then you just eyeball me for the next 3 months, and I'm like, I'd like just a little bit. You don't have to spoil it, but a little bit more would be nice. Just a smidgen. Just a little bit.
Get used to disappointment.
Don't be a stranger, darling.
Like, I don't even know what the premise of it is.
There's some things I can't tell you without, like, just getting into what I consider spoiler territory. And, like,
But
that's a
everything
fault of
for you
mine.
are spoilers. Like, I'll see a picture and you're like, oh my god, spoilers! And I'm like, well, I don't even know who it is. I don't know what game it's to. I have no context. Nothing has been spoiled because I don't know enough for it to be a spoiler.
All right, well, we are out of time.
Spoilers.
So, yeah,
no
spoilers.
more time.
We're out of time. Maybe in the next episode, I'll drip feed you a little bit of information.
Like a hamster.
Adios.
Toodles.